Good morning, everyone. It's 6 in the morning. I haven't gotten any kind of sleep, and I'm losing my mind. We got a new YouTube bug to talk about today after 9 months of absence. This one's kind of weird, though. A couple years ago, I made a video about a little YouTube exploit that went around. If you typed in youtube.com/WATC into your browser, it redirected you to a channel called 666, and specifically a video that was, I mean, it's kind of creepy. It's off-putting visuals. It's nothing crazy, but it's just very eerie. And something similar just popped up on Twitter just a few hours ago. So shout outs to the person who found this. The link to the tweet will be in the description. But if you type youtube.com/y, it redirects you to this. I'm not going to put the audio of the video. I mean, you won't even be able to hear it because I don't have it set up in my recording, but it's really loud noise. And what you'll probably notice about this is that there is nothing. There's no title, there's no description, no channel name, no channel avatar, subscribe account, even an option to add to playlist or to share. It's kind of like this video is in like a sort of void of YouTube, and it's just 7 seconds of kind of weird visuals. Once again, kind of the same idea as the 666 video from a few years ago, but also it specifically sends you to a playlist of 13 iterations of the exact same video. These are all the same address. You can pause to check in the bottom left corner if you guys would like to, but it's all the same video. If you click on the playlist name, which it doesn't have a name, but it has a name, it's just like 2 spaces basically. I mean, you can highlight them in the playlist title right here. You can actually access the playlist itself, and what you'll notice is that the channel they're hosted on is literally just called watch?v=. If you've used YouTube in the past, you absolutely know what that is, but if you haven't, it's the prefix for YouTube URLs, which is already weird in itself. Also, do notice the ID of the video itself, 6ADBIZ, etc., etc. If I hover once again on the channel name, look in the bottom left corner right here under music, 6ADBIZ. The channel's handle, the @ is literally the same as the URL of the video we're witnessing right here. Something ain't right with this thing. So let's try clicking on the channel, and oh, this channel is not available. Maybe it's a loading glitch. So let's see. Let's try refreshing the page, for example, and it just sends you to the playlist once again. It's really weird, but I came up with a little theory as to how this is happening, and just bear with me. I'm going to resume the 2 hours of research that I did into this, just so you guys can understand what's happening. So I went to this website right here to grab the video information, so the description, channel name, etc. Just things that are in the code that I could normally access with the YouTube interface or something, but obviously I can't right here. So I went to a website to go do it, and it doesn't pull us much of anything aside from the publishing date, which would be August 24th. And if you hover over on the author page, it actually pulls up a channel ID this time, which is already progression, because all we could have gotten so far is the handle, which once again wouldn't lead us anywhere. So I went to another website that kind of does the same thing. It pulls up YouTube metadata sort of thing, but this time when I actually searched the channel UID, it actually pulled up a bunch of videos about Pro Tools, that one vocal mixing software, or just overall mixing software, not even vocal, that every A-list, even B-list, even C-list singer use in the industry. Which I'm like, okay, that's kind of odd. Why is it pulling up a bunch of seemingly irrelevant results? So I actually went to click on one of these videos, just click on anything. I'm getting slapped by an ad here, but you can see it's doing the exact same thing that it was doing on the creepy video earlier. It's literally like no info, no meta text, no nothing. So that kind of made me realize that this was actually the same channel. If you actually click on this section right here, which is actually the link to the URL, it's the exact same one. It's the exact same one that we ran into just earlier. So this is pretty much the same channel that we're dealing with right here. So the next thing I did was scour through some of these videos to try and find clues as to which channels we're on exactly. And eventually I managed to find at the very end of one of these videos this Digi Design. That really helped me figure out what channel we were on. Because if you, first of all, type youtube.com/digidesign, it sends you to the YouTube URL in question, which is already pretty interesting. If you type youtube.com/user/digidesign, it pulls up a tab saying this channel is not available. However, if we don't do this, if we pull up the source code and we actually search up the channel UID, it's the exact same channel UID that's in the source code, which means that we're on the same channel that has this video and also has this video. So we're dealing with a channel called DigiDesign, but why is it all of a sudden turning up something like this? So circling back to what I introduced earlier in the video, the 666 WATC exploit, this was done using a feature known as channel redirect. It's a feature only available to legacy accounts, aka accounts created prior to 2013 that still have the /user/URLs, you know, the really OG YouTube accounts. And they basically have a feature that's still apparently present to this day that simply allows them to host a redirect on their channel to any other channel on YouTube. Except for whatever reason, they don't only have it set for channel URLs. You can literally put any YouTube URL in this redirect and it will actually function. That's the method that was used for this exploit right here. And seemingly, this is the same exploit that's being used to pull up this video and this playlist right here. So to put it simply, it's a very old YouTube channel that has an exclusive feature that allows it to redirect people to this specific URL whenever they try to access the channel. But that still doesn't explain a few things. Why does it work when you type youtube.com/y, and why is it not appearing anywhere? So I'm not going to show anything internal that I have when it comes to like YouTube API and stuff, because I'm telling you, I spent quite a bit trying to investigate this and trying to reason why this channel is how it is. So I'm not going to try and leak any of my info, but to put it very, very simply, this channel does not exist. Not in the sense that it existed before, but now it's deleted. And not in the sense of this channel is private or this channel is hidden, like nothing like that. It straight up does not exist. The code for it is completely removed. If you try to do a request for it in the YouTube API, you get no piece of data at all, which in and of itself is pretty concerning. Because it would mean that whoever managed to tamper with this channel, because let's face it, obviously this is not the original owner of this channel that's doing all of this. This channel was clearly hijacked by someone, but that someone in question seems to have advanced enough knowledge about the API to completely scrub the channel's data off the face of the earth, which is kind of that's kind of weird. I'll admit that. When it comes to the other part, why youtube.com/y leads to this video and the channel in particular, let's go back to the WATC exploit for a little bit. So there was a group of people that were doing these kinds of pranks for a bit. First one, WATC, led to this video right here. Then I'm pretty sure it led to another, then another, then another. It was just a group of people messing about. But basically, they were redirecting off of each other to finally lead you to this video. This is not what's happening here. When you enter youtube.com/y, you guys can test this yourselves with the inspect console, the network/y to the video itself. So, which means that there's no secondary redirect. It's literally a direct linkage. Which I can only really explain by saying, as you guys saw earlier, whether I type youtube.com/y or youtube.com/digidesign, sorry, it led to the video regardless. So my explanation is that somehow DigiDesign is a company that had some sort of partnership with YouTube earlier, and they managed to get the vanity URL Y, and so the URL Y was hard-coded into the site as a redirect to the DigiDesign channel, but that doesn't mean that it was the channel. It was a completely separate link that led to their channel link. So very simply, it's a company channel that got hijacked by someone with good enough knowledge to make it look extra creepy. How they exactly managed to scrub all the metadata access off of the whole channel itself, that I'm still unsure of. I tried looking into if there's a correlation between the YouTube channel name and the handle that they have. if there was a way to like exploit it or something. No, it's just all designed to make you circle back to this video and this playlist in particular over and over again. It's really well threaded in that sense. It's not a hack like I had said in this video right here from a few years ago. It's not particularly a hack, or at least I believe so. It's just more so really, really good exploiting of YouTube vanity links and databases. But it's still very, very weird nonetheless, and kind of concerning that they still haven't patched this method even after a pretty big exploit, a pretty viral exploit from a few years ago. If you guys want further proof that the DigiDesign channel is the same channel as the one that has exploited, I'll put a link to in the description to this playlist right here that has a bunch of their videos, and if you click on the channel link from the playlist, it's the exact same ones that we've just uncovered throughout the whole video. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is a very weird exploit, and I can't believe I spent this much time trying to understand it. Also, in case any of you guys are curious, I make music on the side. It's kind of glitchy, electro, dance type of thing. It's just kind of whatever I want to make at the moment. But if you guys want to check it out, it's Ava Zoria on any of your favorite streaming platforms. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in hopefully another 17 months.